So, this is where we cut through the noise, the BS, right? Cut through all the crap health advice. We ditch the junk and we get real about what it actually takes to feel good in your body after 40, right? Quick interruption to this podcast episode. If you've been listening and thinking, okay, it's time, I need to do something different, then I want to personally invite you to join me for my next 3-day metabolic kickstart. It is a free, yes, I said free, it's a free 3-day event, more like an experience, actually, where I give you a plan to follow for 3 days. And across those 3 days, I teach you what's actually keeping your metabolism stuck and what you can do instead. So here's the thing: 3 days, free plan, free coaching, all the information you need to build on the momentum to actually make metabolic change so you can reach your long-term goals. I mean, what is not to like about that? All you have to do is grab your spot in the next Kickstart with the link that's in the show notes right below this episode. So if you're tired of starting over, look, I get it. If you're ready to feel like your body is finally working for you, I get it. Do this 3-day Kickstart with me. You won't regret it. Well, okay, so here's what we need to talk about today. This is something I see all the time, especially in smart, responsible women like you who are used to showing up. You're used to holding it all together. You're used to like doing all the things that need to be done. So we're talking about the pressure to impress. And before you say, that's not me, I'm not trying to impress anybody, I don't care what anybody thinks, I want to challenge you to stay in here with me for this conversation because this one actually runs deeper than you think. All right. And I'll start here. I want to ask you something. Have you ever caught yourself thinking like, oh, I just need to get back on track? Or if I could do everything the right way this time, I know it'll work. Or even like, I should be able to juggle all of this. Like, what's going on with me? Maybe it plays out like this. Okay, so maybe your day starts out, you have great intentions, right? You make a mental checklist, or maybe you actually like write down a to-do checklist and you make this promise to be better. But that was the 6 a.m. version of you. And now here it is, the 6 p.m. version of you. It's dinner time. You're worn down. You're frustrated. You have been stressed out by work or whatever. Or maybe you've just been like super busy and you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm behind again. And here's what I want to offer you about this: that pressure, you're carrying it. And it's not discipline. I know you think of it that way. I need to be disciplined. And that's the pressure you feel, is to be disciplined, but it's not discipline. It's disconnection. See, most of us, me included, we were raised on this like steady diet of responsibility. Work hard, be helpful, be the strong one, keep your emotions in check, don't complain, and definitely don't let anyone think that you're falling apart. And you damn sure don't let them see it if you start to feel it, right? And that's conditioning. And that conditioning taught us to perform instead of really connecting. And it taught you to aim for impression instead of honesty. And I'm going to flesh this out. So again, hang in here with me. I see this all the time in women that I work with, women who are my clients in our 12-week program and in my next level coaching program. They come in thinking, I just need to be better. I just need to have a better routine. I just need more motivation. But once we slow things down and we look at like what's really driving each woman's behavior, it's often this really deep, unconscious, subconscious or unconscious feeling of and need about what to look like. And that need to look like is like, look like they're doing it right. They need to prove they're not slacking. It's like this subconscious need that they have. And it's sneaky, it's super exhausting. And while that mindset might have helped you get ahead in your career, it might help you keep peace at home, even, or it may be something that helps you like power through the chaos. I know that was the case for me for years. And so I wanted to hang on to that pressure. I felt like I needed it, really desperately needed it. And it served me well in many ways, but it is not the mindset that's going to support real, sustainable change in your health. Trust me when I tell you. Let me tell you about a client. I'm going to call her Michelle. Okay. I shared this actually with clients in this last couple of weeks on a coaching call that I had with them talking about this very thing. And so I'm going to share with you, I'm going to call this client Michelle, not a real name, but a real woman that I coached. Okay. She was on it, like always on it. Meals prepped, tracked her food, crushed her workouts. You know, she even had a whole regimen of supplements that she was taking when she came to me. And she said, like, I do everything. And she did everything that her perfectionist brain could think of to get results. But, and you know where this is going, her body wasn't budging, right? And you may even be sitting there thinking, that's me, that's my story. So her body wasn't budging despite doing all of those things and really adhering to them. And neither was the stress that followed her around like a shadow. The real progress for her did not come until she finally dropped that act. And that's actually that's what it is. It's an act. She stopped asking, am I doing enough? And she started asking questions like this. What does my body need right now? That is what I helped her to get to, this evolution of questions, because that gave her the space to feel, not just follow a plan. It gave her the space to feel, not just follow a plan. I want that to sit with you. I want you to really hear that. She stopped using her routine as like proof that she was doing it right, that she was doing good, that she was worthy. And wouldn't you know, guess what happened? When she stopped trying to control it, when she stopped trying to prove it, when she started feeling her way into it. And of course, we gave her strategy to use, but that's when the scale actually moved. That's when her energy went up. And more importantly, when we got really on a deep level and talked about it, she told me that the shame eased up too. And I've had a lot of women like Michelle, women who lead huge teams, who have a lot of responsibility at work, who have super high level positions, who have raised families, who have balanced really everything in life, but who've also quietly admitted that they were kind of scared to like loosen their grip, to let go of some control. Like if they stopped performing, then everything was going to fall apart. But we worked together along with the strategy for how to eat to move her metabolism, their metabolism when they're over 40, along with the strategy for how to keep their metabolism fired with the movement. We work together on rebuilding trust. Again, not just trust with food and exercise, but trust with themselves. And that is part of the pivotal key that creates long-term change in your life. So here's the shift I want to offer you today. All right. You don't have to be perfect to make progress. You don't have to impress anyone, your boss at work, your coworkers, your family. You don't even have to be perfect to impress yourself. You just have to stay present. You have to stay in the game. Discipline is not about nailing every single habit. It is not about marking off everything on the checklist like the good girl. It's not about controlling yourself harder. It's about staying connected. It's about staying connected even when things aren't perfect. Your progress does not require you to be impressive. It requires you to be real. And first and foremost, it requires you to be real and honest with yourself. So if you're listening to this as you're walking, as you're driving, just let that be a question that floats around in your head for now, okay? But if you're at home or if you're in the office or you're somewhere else quiet, I want you to take a minute and I want you to ask yourself, write it down if you need to, and revisit this question. Where am I still trying to perform and hang on tightly to my weight loss journey or my health journey instead of connecting to what I really need right now? Is it with your food? Is it with how you talk to yourself? Maybe when you have a cheat meal or you miss a workout? Is it how hard you're maybe trying to prove that you're doing enough? Sit and notice. Notice it. So the thing is, you don't have to fix all of that today, but in a moment of honesty like that, when you look around and you ask yourself, where are you still trying to control everything to that heightened level? In that moment of honesty, in those moments of honesty, that's where your momentum can begin. All right. That's what I have for you this week. If this episode really hit home for you, I'd really love to hear what came up. Where was it that it resonated? Shoot me a DM on Instagram or you can message me on Facebook. If you're in my Total Wellness Free Facebook group, you can post there too and ask me, tag me. There's a link in the show notes too. If you're not already in that Total Wellness group and you want to grab a spot in it, we'd love to have you. And if you're someone who has been doing everything you're supposed to do, quote unquote, air quotes, but you still feel stuck, you still feel tired, you still feel like your body's not cooperating with you anymore, this really may be the place for you to start the shift, that shift that you've been needing. Again, you don't need to be more perfect. You need to be more you. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for spending time with me. Thanks for listening. I love these chats. Go easy on yourself this week, and I'll see you right back here next time.